my friends, Pat Sloan here. So I have a guest. I have a new orchid. I have wanted an orchid for a long time. I've never had an orchid. And our grocery store, that's where I got it, but whatever. The grocery store had a bunch of really pretty nice looking orchids, very nice looking. This one is from a company called Just Add Ice Orchids. I guess you're supposed to water them with ice cubes. And so I just wanted to show you her. She might need a name. Just so regal, right? With the purple. And yeah, so anyways, there she is. There she is. I just had to show you. I'll just stick her out of the way because she's a bit tall. She's a bit tall there. It's a tall girl. Okay, we have a few things for today, and it is my end of year wrap up as well, because I will be back. I'll take a little 4-day video break and be back on January 2nd. So first of all, the celebrations for today, it is Call a Friend Day, which I think is so cool for the end of the year. You can text them as well. We can be modern. We can text them. So text a friend today. It is Chocolate Candy Day, which I have had plenty of. Believe me, I have plenty of chocolate in December. And it is on the 30th. It is Mason Jar Day, which is a great segue for our mason jar or canning jar quilt along, which is on Wednesdays. So we're keeping the canning jar and block Wednesday on the Wednesday, and the breakfast club, which is applique, will be on Friday. And that is all on the handy dandy calendar, which is out. It is out. It is loaded for you to download, uploaded for you to download. It is 2 pages. And the first page just shows every day and kind of what's the focus of the day is. And then the back is a list of all the projects and some future projects coming up so that you can take a look. So that be sure you go and get that, because it really helps to keep on track with sew-alongs. And of course, you don't have to do all of them, but you can pick and choose what works for you. Okay, I had on the calendar today the Quilted Witch, but I decided we're gonna have a pass this week on the Quilted Witch, which is totally fine since we're working a little bit faster schedule anyways, and we'll pick it up again next week, which I think will be just fine. Let's see, I want to do the Quilt Alliance because it is the last month, December of the year, their 10-month 30th anniversary celebration. So here is the block, and it is from the amazing Georgia Bonesteel. So tell me in the comments if you learned to quilt with Georgia Bonesteel or had some of her books. I know somewhere I have one of her books still. I think I still have one. I wasn't finding it. I was looking for it, but I think I still have one of her books. She was a prolific author, television shows, the whole deal. Back when a lot of us were learning to quilt by watching TV shows on PBS usually, and you can also at the Quilt Alliance listen to, or read the interview that they did with her. The transcript is it is actually just the words transcripted from the interview. So you could read that, or you could just listen to the transcript itself, and all that is linked in the description box below. And that finishes up the Quilt Alliance block of the month. You can go, and if you are a member of the Quilt Alliance, be sure you've downloaded the last block and any ones that you missed. Now I do have the sew sampler and the pressed flowers. Now I left my sea glass up here because I am going to try over the next few days to get a bunch of that sewn up so that the wall, I can take it down off the wall again, but I can have a little bit more of it together so I have a better plan. So I am going to put the pressed flower blocks just right up on there, and then we'll look at the sew sampler box and take a look at what the flower is for this month. The pressed flowers runs until, am I stuck? No. The pressed flowers runs until June, I believe. And then it goes to the next year of the sew sampler boxes. So this was the free pattern that comes in there, the free block of the month that comes in with with the subscription. Now remember, for the Sew Samplers, there's often a box or two that are available that are left over, but this year they actually did extra boxes for an anniversary, and so you can get a box. Now this is, of course, not the best on top of the sea glass, but that is what I'm doing, because I'm not taking the sea glass down. No, 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 not doing it. But you can get a feel for it. And I will go ahead and get the other camera and just show you in a minute when we do the last one. So let me see, one more down here. Let's put it down here. Okay, remember the layout for this comes at the end. So there, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what is in the Sew Sampler this month, because I can't wait. So cool. Oh, I can't show you the block yet. Oops, I'm trying to shove it over there. What do we have? What do we have? All right, let's go. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Okay, here we are. Here we are. They always have a theme. It is C'est la vie. Pink. Very pink. So pretty. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? We have some Valentine fabric, Love Struck by Lila Boutique. Let's just take a look at that real quick. Let's take a look. I have not seen this fabric. Oops. Don't remember on the back side of here is a coupon. Oh, there's some good stuff. Plus, they give you a free pattern a picture of a free pattern for this if you don't want the pattern, the exclusive pattern that comes in the box. They give you another one. So this is pretty. Look at that. Look at that. And in brown, and then the here we go. Then we've got like a tonal pink, and then some blue. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. And another brown. So pink, blue, and brown is apparently the colors for this one. Yeah, this is a really pretty line. Nice, nice blenders. And a plaid. Nice. And a dot. Yes, yes, dots and pinks. Okay, so there we go. This is a really, really pretty line. Remember, there is a free Valentine quilt along that will have, from Fat Quarter Shop later in January. I don't know what day it'll be. Maybe very towards the very end. Maybe this can work for that. If I don't know if I'll make any of the. I don't know if I'll make what's in the box here or not. Just depends. Just depends on what it is. Remember, we have the little card that tells us everything that I never look at until I need to. They send some thread. Okay. Whose thread is this? What'd they send? They sent two. You get two threads. Light moss and very light teal green. These are 100% cotton from Presencia. Okay. It looks like they might be mini spools. They don't look like they're full spools. I could be wrong. They're pretty small spools, but they might not be full spools. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Get to try that out. What we got in here? A little mini ruler. I love that. Look at that. Anything mini, right? Give me the mini. Give me the little stuff. I like it. I like it. And some magic pins to try. I know a ton of you love the magic pins. They come in a bunch of different styles and ends, and I believe they are heat resistant. Yes, heat resistant, so that if you like to keep your pins in when you're pressing, if they touch the top, it's not going to harm them. We've got, I love these papers. Love them. The flying geese ones. And so what is the pattern that comes this time? Ooh, that's very pretty. That's very pretty. And they do show you, let me just, okay, you see that? Okay, so with your coupon, they did a mock-up that shows you the flapjacks pattern made up in this fabric. Look at that. Look at that. That's nice too. So if you didn't want to make this one with your fabric from the sampler, you have an option. They give you an option. I really love that they're doing that now, so that you can see it made up. I think it makes a huge difference to have the mock-up and be able to see how it looks. This is very pretty fabric to do that with. And the one in here, this is smaller, 41 by 41. And I believe, do they tell us the size of that flapjack? It's bigger, because then you also, I think you put a border around it. So there's that. Okay, and here is the pattern, the pressed flowers for this month, and I have it, and we're going to put it up. So here it is. Here it is in my sleepover fabric. So this whole pressed flowers, all the blocks are being done in my sleepover fabric, which you can still get at the Fat Quarter Shop and probably other stores too, but because this is their project, they're carrying my sleepover. Okay, I'm going to put it up there. Alrighty. So let's just put that one here. Let's put it here, and let me grab the other camera so we can take a look at it. So there are the blocks all together. Here's the newest one. They're a bit hard to see on top of the sea glass quilt, but you can kind of see them together, and I will have a picture of it over at my website today. Yeah, so they are looking so fantastic. So fantastic. So if you are not getting the Sew Sampler boxes, but you really love this particular box, you can get the link to get the boxes in the description box below. And at my website today, you can also subscribe to get the boxes every month. You could buy just the patterns, just these patterns. I'm sure at the very end they will sell them as a package as well. That's kind of the way they have done it. They've sold them as a package, not as, so you get all of them together. So that there's options there. And the single boxes are really nice because this fabric, you probably want to pick this one up if you haven't signed up for this. This is nice, and the patterns are really great. Now, I thought it would be fun to do, let's see, do we have something else there? What do we have? Oh, okay. What do we want to do? Ooh, okay. First, let me talk about two other things. So the ambassadors, you're going to see on our calendar. Where's the calendar? Okay, hold on. So our ambassadors have put together that they want to do a quilt from the Perfect 10 book. And so, yeah, I am doing it with them, and you can too. You can get the Perfect 10 book, and you can pick a pattern. We'll be talking about this again. We're going to start like in the middle of the month, but you can pick one of the patterns, and I am probably going to take all of the horse fabrics and do one of the patterns, and I may switch from the one that I've been working on. I think I've really gotten stalled because I wasn't really jiving with the pattern I picked for the horse fabrics. And so I think I'm going to pick a different one from the Perfect 10 book, and that is what I will go with. So, so stay tuned for that. And the other thing is you probably have heard of temperature quilts, and there's temperature crochet blankets, there's temperature knit blankets, there's temperature crochet projects, temperature cross stitch projects. So I thought when the Fat Quarter Shop put out this temperature cottages, now here's the pattern cover, and let me just pop up the color picture. So here's the color picture, and what it is you're doing a few stitches every day that have to do with the temperature of the day. And you can see on this color picture that they did one which was state of Texas that has cool, warmer weather more of the year, and Chicago, Illinois, which has more of a fluctuation, much colder temps in the winter, and then highs, pretty big highs in the summer as well. So they have a bigger fluctuation than Texas, which has a more narrow fluctuation generally of their temperatures. So that's how it would look. So they give you a way to see how it looks. Or you could just stitch the little houses any colors that you like, if just because it's so cute. But it seemed a little bit more doable for me right now, because I love the idea of a temperature quilt with quilts, a quilt block every day, but I don't want to do an everyday quilt block right now. So I am thinking I will do the cross stitch and see how I do. If I do I don't know if I'll make the whole year, but you can go get the temperatures for the day. You could do it like once a week if you wanted, and just stitch whatever has to be stitched for the week, stitch it every few days, because the amount is pretty small. The pattern, you had to purchase the pattern, and it does tell you which, what part to stitch, so that you can get through it all in a nice orderly manner. So that's kind of fun. A few of the ambassadors and I are going to do that. So if you want to join in too, that would be really cool. Now, all right, so that's kind of those two things. What I have is at the end, I have one thing, then I've got some of the elves and a few more things. I've got all little Christmas elves out there. A few of you sent a few more things, so I want to share that, and then do a little New Year's, wrap, just close it up. But okay, so first I thought, what did we do this year? What kind of projects did we do? And it's like, well, I have that gallery, and I have been pretty good this year of keeping everything in the gallery up to date. Now, what the gallery has is, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to it on the video here on the computer, and we're going to take a look. But it is not 100% up to date prior to 5 years ago. About 5 years ago, I started really updating it. And prior to that, it's very random. It's just as I fill in. But the last 5 years, which is a very small portion of my quilting life, which is probably about 30 years of quilting. But anyway, well, you do the best you can do, right? So let's take a look at what our year has been like. Let's take a look at the gallery to see what I did this year. And you did a lot of it as well. I love to make quilts. You go right up here to the quilt gallery, click that. And when you do, you go to the gallery page. And I do have some information up here about what the gallery page is about. Some photos of right after I had sorted my 800 quilts. Here's a video of the 800 quilts if you want to see what that looks like. Here's a video after like the first sorting. I donated a quilt to the permanent collection of the Virginia Quilt Museum, so there's a video on that and some pictures of it. And then down here you can get to the prior finishes, prior years. Down below here is 2020 to 2023. Then you got them groups. These are not as complete. Maybe some of here 2018 to 2019, that might be pretty complete. The other ones are fairly incomplete, but they're a start, and I do add to them. They'll never be complete, but it's better than nothing. So for 2023, we did 67 projects. 17 of them were free. Also, each of my Block Wednesdays has a bonus quilt layout, which means there was 40 more patterns, at least 40 more patterns for the block of the months, and that's like over 60 free patterns for you. 270 free videos. You can go to my YouTube channel to see those. I also have the free quilt group that you can come and get inspired, share your work, visit with everybody. And then for fundraisers and charity work, I did over 200 of my quilts were given to charity this year. I'm not sure how many, but it was at least that many, probably more. Then as a fundraiser, I participated in Stronger Together and Make-A-Wish and the Harrisonburg for the Virginia Quilt Museum. So these were three different projects for raising funds for organizations. Then we did a Stitch Pink awareness, which was also linked to the one of the breast cancer associations. And then my Critter Quilt 1 and Critter Quilt 2, with all the blocks donated from you, were given. 2 hasn't been sent yet, but it will be. It's got finished. But they're given to organizations. Will be given to organizations to display. So Critter Quilt 1 is in a elementary school in Maryland now. That's where they own it, and it lives with them. And so what I have here is all of the, how many was it? 67 projects. Most of them are fairly complete on here. Maybe I don't have a completed photo, but they're, close. Like I need binding on the sweater weather. And it's just so fun to go back and see. Here's our Harrisonburg project to benefit the Virginia Quilt Museum. I think you raised close to $30,000 for them this year. That was amazing. We've got lots of samplers. I love samplers. They're just so much fun to do. Our block a day that we did this year, mine was very pink, lots of pink. My barn star. Here's Make-A-Wish that we did with the Fat Quarter Shop. So gorgeous. And that was raffled. So it was a raffled quilt this year. That was really cool. With lots of free things that I did as well. Here's one of the Block Wednesdays. I just love how this one turned out. I need to put binding on it, but it's actually quilted. So we featured different fabric lines of mine. We have holiday sewing like Christmas and Halloween. You know, some projects are like the lap quilt, but then I did table runner and pillow to go with it. So there's all different size projects. Critter quilt #1, many pumpkins, oh my stars. Here is my drawing room fabric. We're doing the high tea. The Quilted Witch is wrapping up, you know, next year, but I listed it here for this year. And the 4-patch, so we got some more. We've got a few cross stitch. This was a magazine project, American Patchwork Magazine. So much fun. Here's one of the free projects, the Fat 8, the fruitcake. I believe I have that to do binding on now. Here's Critter Quilt #2. And the flamingo was sent to me, and I think by Peggers, and I've got it finished. So I quilted it to finish it. Star cakes. Just so many fun things. And got to 67. If I find another one, if I happen to find another one, I'll put it in here. But I hope you come and enjoy my page, take a look at what I've done through the different years, see what things you have worked on, and I appreciate all of you sewing along with me. It is just so much fun. And I think that's, you know, I started thinking, you know, do I want to do any kind of a big recap, you know? And I think this is just it. This is it, the project recaps. I mean, I don't know whether I'll do a life recap for the end of the year for my personal page at Facebook. You know, I have not been big on that, and so probably not. Every once in a while I think, well, should I do that? I'm like, I don't think so. Okay, let's take a look. The elves were so busy, and I guess they had so many packages. A few of them came after Christmas, and so we have a bunch of cards. This is from Karen in Nebraska. Love those sweaters. Oh my goodness, aren't they great? Love them. Love them. This is from Lisa in Mississippi. There we go. Beautiful snowman. You know how I love snowmen. Just adorable. Beth in Illinois. This is Mary. And I had Beth is used to work in a quilt shop, and I taught in her area for her guild and got to visit. She took me to visit the quilt shop she worked in. So I've had a chance to see Beth many times over the years. This is from Doris. So funny. Got to have the humor, right? Right? Appreciate that, Doris. Debbie. Send a picture with her pups. Yeah, so cute. There's another pup on the back side. There's the backside pup. Love the pups. Love them. Let's see, Sherry in Illinois. She sent the fancy card. Look at this. It opens all out. Look at this. The sled. I don't know if you're looking at it back. So can you see it? Yeah, I think you can. See? So cute, right? Love these sort of pop-ups. Plus she found me some scissor fabric. Perfect. If you're doing sewing machine jars, this kind of thing, like Sewing Notions jars for the canning jars, this would be perfect for that. Let's see, I've got this is from Australia. This is from Samantha in Australia. So look how sweet. Oh my goodness, so sweet. The koala. And then she sent me some goodies in here. Let's see. I have got some stickers. Some stickers from Australia. Koalas and kangaroos. They are so cute. And she found me an ornament with a little wiener dog in the sweater. So festive. I love it. Just love it. And then she also found some mushroom fabric. This is a little bit different, but it's got gnomes as well. They're so cute. So cute. Gonna add that into the mushrooms. I'm thinking I might have to switch the mushrooms to the mason jars because they're a little further apart, because remember I said they have spacing. They might look better in the mason jars because they're not going to be right next to each other. That way I could use all of those. Let me know what you think of that plan. That's kind of thought about that one after I made them. This is from Judy in Indiana. That's dimensional. Can you see? Like yeah, there you can see. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? And she sent me some refreshments. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I have from Diane in Canada. Look at the glittery card. I love it. The blue and white. It's so classic and peaceful. So she sent me some goodies. She found this. So I think it's to run your binding through. That's generally what I've seen, things like this with 2 slots, you run it through, but it could be, I think it's more just to wrap the binding around it. You wrap around it to keep track of it. That is great. I need to do, these are cute. They're so cute. She also found me some thread, stuff you put your thread over to thread gloss, so that you can, it's like a wax. It is a pineapple smell. I love pineapple. And the funniest thing ever, Gumi socks, sweets for your feet, sweets for your feet. Where do you, it says not made with real fruit. Oh, fruit juice, duh, not made with real fruit juice. Okay, we have to open it, right? Don't we have to open it? All right, I don't have to get back. They've got like a zip tie on the top. Like, we're not going to get back in here after we take it out. What is with, okay, I'm going to have to cut it. All right, so we got to break in. We got to break into it. One pair, because we have to see it. Then I have one more elf gift. Look how cute. Look how stinking cute those are. I wear these. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I love them. Okay, then the last one is from Sylvia. Sylvia's in Illinois. Look at the pretty card. Look at that. I love. Did your family look like this? Traveling on Christmas Day? I think a few of us do. She sent me a few things. She cross-stitched this for me. This is a flamingo. She cross-stitched for me. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. And then she said she found this because it was just too cute. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm going to cough now. Hold on. So to wrap up for 2023, I want to thank everybody, all of you, every single one of you. The community is so amazing. It just makes my life so much richer and fuller to have all of you in it. I want to thank the ambassador team who every day comes and visits with you, helps you, chats with you, and they are such wonderful friends to Greg and I just adore them, every single one. It is end of year. It's kind of one of those reflective times. I hope that over the next few days you kind of put a wrap up on 2023, put a nice big bow on it, and then rejoice and join in for a brand new year in 2024. And so I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you next year in a few days on January 2nd. Bye-bye.